talk about the differences between the two runners than it will be to uh, go over the basics of the game. But if anybody has questions, I'll try and keep an eye out on chat. So, all right. So 1541 first map for Dane. I feel like I will probably add 2 seconds of delay to Dane real quick, so we can try and sync up early on. It's a little more fun to watch. So Dane's gonna pause up real quick. That's closer. All right, cool. Unfortunate start from Kojo. It looks like the cube fell off the button, which you really hate to see. Um, this race, in theory, is very in the favor of Dane, but he's been very rusty recently. Um, and Kojo is relatively well known for being a really good full game runner. He has a really good time in normal Portal 2 full game, outside of Speedrun mod. So it would be expected that he puts up a good fight here. But Dane is definitely like the bigger name, maybe with more to prove here. Sorry. So it'll be interesting to see. Great portal gun from Kojo here. He's got the Rick gun. I turned myself into a portal gun, Morty. Sorry. You have to have a very high IQ to get that joke. Did you see the burger named Daniel? Yeah. I sent that burger, Funk. Come on, dude. Okay. So Dane is on Q momentum. Kojo's finishing up future starter. Let's hope Dane is nothing like me and doesn't choke this map 8 times. He doesn't. Oh well, he drops the cube, which is unfortunate. But he's got enough of a lead to where that shouldn't matter. Kojo's messing up the portal stand a little bit. Ooh, didn't let the cube fall through. So they both probably like broke even on that map basically. Nice attempt at the throw from Dane. Really didn't put his heart into it though, did he? Falls down. Kojo's getting unlucky with this portal stand here. Seems like both these runners are a little rusty. My bad, Funk, my bad. I won't do it again. Okay. Unfortunate future starter end for Kojo. I was actually pretty fast from Dane. I find everything on this map sparks, so pretty good shot there. Oh, Kojo. The floor is lava, my man. You don't want to go up there. Dane hopping. We're back. Professional commentator, by the way. I'm back. Dane is entering Incinerator. Kojo is hopping through the end of Wake Up. Relatively big lead here. Oh, missed the shot from Dane. See, he's going low, which I like. I like shooting that portal low. But what people don't realize is if you shoot the other portal low, it'll like literally never spark. I don't know why more people don't do that. It's great. It makes the portal stands like 8,000 times easier. If you like instead of shooting at the roof there, you just shoot low. Actually, Kojo does something really interesting because you have the gun in P2SM and you don't actually like lose it like you do in normal Wake Up. He just pre-shoots that. That's a really cute strat, not gonna lie. I might adopt that. Every once in a while, you just see some stuff that really makes you think, and that's some stuff that really makes me think. Dane, relatively good laser stairs. That map loves to just give people problems, you know. Also, I will switch the volume to Dane
Discourage you. It's just a
because
data
Dane is in
point.
the lead.
If it makes you feel any better,
Dane is
science has now
also very
validated.
loud
Congratulations.
in
Not on the
comparison to
test.
Kojo.
Most people emerge from suspension.
So I'm going to do some adjustments here and hope that they work,
One moment. You're
including
navigating those
raising
test
Kojo's
chambers
volume,
faster than I can build them.
because I'm
So
pretty sure
feel
the
free to
volume,
slow down and do
you know,
whatever it is you do
we
when
gotta
you're
check
not
here,
destroyed. I'll give you credit. I guess you are
you
listening
know.
to me.
So we're gonna
But
do
for the
some
record, you don't have to go that.
testing here. Cause look, I had to set this up without an admin. Okay, so you know I'm just doing my best out here.
This
I
next
don't
test
know the
involves
ropes.
the Aperture Science Aerial Faceplate. It was part of an initiative to investigate how well test
All right,
subjects could
that's
solve
you know I
problems
checked the
when they were
live stream. It
catapulted
seems
into
okay.
space.
It seems
Results were
workable.
highly
My microphone
informative.
sounds
They
terrible,
could
but you
not.
know,
Here's an interesting fact. You're
live,
now
laugh, and
breathing
love.
via
That's what I
lip.
always say.
It's too expensive to.
So we're gonna
Let's see
see
what the
Dane
next test
entering
is. Oh, advanced aerial faceplates.
catapult intro.
Well, have fun soaring
Or
through the air with
trust
most care in the
flings.
world. I
Kojo's
happen
on
to have the
catapult
wing
intro.
that was made entirely of
That was
glass
a
and
bad
built out
hop.
of
He's not gonna grab
15
that cube.
acres of
Yeah,
broken
there it
glass.
is.
By myself.
Dane hits that strafe. He
Oh,
goes for the
sorry. I
real
was still
ceiling one. He
cleaning
goes
out the
for the
test chambers. So sometimes there's still
real tall
trash
glass
in
of
them,
whiskey.
standing around,
You
smelling
know.
and being useless. Try to avoid the garbage hurtling towards you. Remember before when I was talking
Look
about
at that
smelly
circle jump.
garbage standing around being useless?
That's a man who's watched a lot of Nate demos right there. I'll
Did you
tell you
know
what.
that
Oh,
people
Kojo
with
goes
guilty
low.
consciences are
See,
more
Dane went high.
easily
Kojo went
startled
low.
by
Look at this
loud noise?
confidence in his airstrafes here. Oh, he does like a setup
I'm
thing.
sorry,
Never
I
mind.
don't know why that went off.
Literally
Anyway,
zero
just an
confidence in his
interesting science
airstrafes.
fact.
I regret to inform thee. Dane's not doing the super reportal, which I also don't do because I messed it up like 30 times during a run once, and then I was like, hey, I'm never doing this again. Oh, and he didn't go high enough. Oh, he's gonna go for the lineup. This is one we haven't seen in a while. Oh, it worked, but he didn't hold W. He didn't hold W. Dane. You gotta hold W, my dude. And Kojo does the super reportal. Ooh, yeah, see, that happens to me a lot, actually. Like, under strafe it.
Every test chamber is equipped
Like,
with an
it's kind of finicky.
emancipation
Like, I feel
grill
like there's, like, an
protector,
invisible
so
wall
that
there
test subjects cannot
that, like,
smuggle
sometimes
test.
just blocks you. Like, I feel like almost if you strafe too well, it, like, blocks you. It's kind of weird. But yeah, both runners struggling with this map because it
This
is
next
still the
test
worst map in
involves
the game, even though
emancipation
super
grills.
reportal is a thing.
Remember, I told you about them in the
So,
last test
you
area.
know,
It did not have one.
worst map in the game confirmed. Live, laugh, laugh. I can't even. That's a tongue twister. Live, laugh, laughable. I agree. I'm gonna be living, laughing, and laughing when he beats me in the race tomorrow. Tell you what, boy. Just YOLO pit flings. I mean, yeah, why not? Also, I've been going for CM cube grab because they removed the thing, but then they didn't remove it enough, and I still constantly just lose the cube to
Look at you,
science or something. I
soaring
don't know.
through the air majestically,
I hate
like
it.
an eagle.
I got
I'll
it the
tell you
first time I
this.
tried it, and now I haven't been able to get it since. And the cube keeps getting stuck behind the
Enjoy
glass.
this next test.
It's really
I'm
sad,
going to go to the
and
surface.
if
It's
I
a
have to deal
beautiful
with it, you
day
guys
out.
have to hear about it, so.
Yesterday I saw a deer.
Missed the
If
reportal
you solve
there.
this next test,
Dane
maybe
doing the
I'll let you ride
boomerest
an
of boomer
elevator
strats
all
on
the
this
way up to
map.
the break room. And I'll tell you about the time I saw a deer again.
Yeah, that was.
All the way up to the break room.
Oh, you
And I'll
hate to
tell
see
you about the
that.
time I
You
saw
really
a
do.
deer again.
At least you made a decent save. Oh,
Way up
and
to
by
the break
decent save, I mean
room.
the best save
And
you
I'll
can
tell
make
you
without
about the time I
SLAing.
saw a deer again.
There he goes, and he
Passed
gets
the
the cube
test.
too. You know,
I didn't
he's
see the deer
showing off. You
today.
know, he's like, hey guys, I'm Dane. I'm here to stay. Uh, I'm Dane APG, and I'm here to stay. Your checks will arrive on
These
another
bridges are
day.
made from natural light that I pump in from the surface. If
Any
you rubbed your
community
cheek
fans in the
on one,
chat?
it would be like standing outside with the
No?
sun
Alright, I'll
shining on
leave.
your face. It would also set your hair on fire, so don't
There's an
actually do
invis
it.
wall on pit flings, but you should never really hit it if you do it right. Well, I'd like to know where
Excellent.
it is,
You're
you
a
know?
predator. And these tests are
Because apparently
required.
I'm doing it wrong and I
Speaking
hit
of
it all
which,
the time. Oh, Kojo, did
I
you see the
figured that would
snap in that
towards all the
throw?
money I save
Oh my
recycling your one
goodness.
room full of air.
He just,
When you die, I'm going to
oh, chill
laminate your
on that throw,
skeleton and
dude.
pose you in the lobby. That way future
Bridge the
generations can
gap from
learn from you
Dane.
how not to have your
He
unfortunate
never
bones.
misses these. Oh, he missed it. Okay.
Future
Well, he misses
generations
these
can learn
sometimes.
from you how not to have your unfortunate bone structure.
Stop hopping so
Well
hard,
done.
dude.
In fact, you did so
They're
well, I'm
like,
going to note
they're
this
getting
on your
pretty close
file
here. Oh,
in the
also,
commendation
the
section.
timers are like,
Oh, there's a
hold on. I'm gonna
This
add
next test involves
10
turrets.
seconds to
You
Kojo, actually,
remembered
because
them,
his
right?
timer is like 10
They're the
seconds
way of
ahead of
spherical
Dane.
things that are full of bullets. Oh wait, that's you in 5 seconds. Good luck.
So he's gonna pause for a second. We're gonna try and get these timers reoriented. Oh, Dane, buddy. Can't go doing that, my dude. There goes any potential time save you would have had. Oh, well, Kojo's doing the same thing, so I guess, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's what I
To
always say. What are
maintain
you
a
gonna do?
constant testing cycle, I
You really
simulate
can't do
daylight at
nothing.
all hours and add adrenal vapor to
Really
your
can't do
oxygen
nothing.
supply. So you may be confused about the
Dane, you
passage
gotta
of
know this,
time.
buddy. Come
The
on.
point
This is
is,
challenge mode
yesterday was
stuff,
your
dude.
birthday. I thought you'd want to know.
There you go. There you go. And there it is. Okay. Runs are getting real
That
close here, which
jumpsuit
is,
you're wearing looks
not what you
stupid.
want to see if you're Dane, but it's
That's
really
not
what
me
you want to see
talking.
if you're
It's right
a
here in my
spectator.
file. On
Uh,
other
you
people, it
know?
looks fine.
Because this
But
makes
right
for a
here
much more
inside
interesting
us
race if they're
listeners,
neck and
then
neck,
on you it looks stupid.
And
Well,
very
what
few
does an
races are
expert and
this
old
close at
engineer
this
know about
point in the
fashion?
race.
Be
Maybe they'll
quiet.
even up by
I'm
the
going through
end,
the list
or
of
maybe
tool
they'd be really
subjects in
close at the
cryogenic
beginning.
storage.
But, by
I'm
this map, they're normally pretty different. But it's going to be like
I
a
have a surprise waiting
three,
for you
four
after this
second
next
difference
test.
at the end of
Telling you would
turret
spoil the
blocker.
surprise.
And with Dane
So
just
I'll
jumping
just
right into
rewarm
those
you.
panels, maybe
Maybe I'll
that's
see a little
equalized a little
peek
bit.
you haven't seen
Oh,
in
and
a
he jumped
long
into the floor
time.
again. Oh, you hate to see it. Kojo never hits that floor. You see that? That's a man who never hits the floor. Quote me on that. He would never hit the floor. Oh, he threw the cube! Did you see? Oh my dude, Kojo in cubes is something else, man. He's just got full confidence with these. He's making up lost time. They're like a
It says
second
this next
apart
test was designed by
entering
one of
Pull the
Aperture's
Rug,
Nobel
dude. This is
Prize winners.
nuts.
It
And with
doesn't
Dane
say what
being
the
a
prize
challenge
was
mode runner,
for.
you never know if he's gonna do.
Well,
Yay,
I
look,
know
he
it
jumped.
wasn't
He
for
jumped to
gaining
grab the
the
key. You don't have to jump to grab that
intramural
cube. Rule number one of Pull the Rug. You don't have to jump to get that cube.
I bet
If
you think I
Betsruner was
forgot
here
about your
right now, he
surprise.
would yell at
I
Dane.
didn't. In
I'm
fact, we're
not
headed to
Betsruner,
your
so
surprise.
I won't overstep my boundaries. But all I'm saying is Kojo started his split in the green, even though it
I
probably
made it
almost
all
certainly
up.
will go back to the red.
Surprise.
It still was in the green momentarily.
Oh,
Just
come
can't say
on.
the same
If
about
it
Dane.
makes you feel any better, they abandoned you at birth. So I very
Kojo has swagger,
seriously
absolutely. I
apprehended me to
100%
see.
agree. Dane, you buddy.
They
Oh
abandoned you at
no.
birth. So I very
Oh no,
seriously
Kojo also
apprehended me
died.
to
Wait,
see.
he loaded a save with. That was such a bad save. Oh no, Kojo had every advantage in the book. Oh no. Oh no. Pepe hands in chat, boys. Pepe hands in chat. You hate to see it. You really do. Man.
Well, you know
Yeah,
the
you can
old
see
one.
he's angry zooming
How
there.
many
They're still
equals
like a
5
second
minutes
apart
plus
though.
time? And you have been
They're
asleep
still
for
a
a
second
while.
apart.
So I guess it's actually pretty funny when you do the math.
Okay, he's gonna drop it, I guess. I don't know how I feel, but that was really far to the right. Yeah. Yikes. See, if you're gonna drop it, you gotta drop it good. Yeah, they
I
both
thought about our
biffed pretty
dilemma,
hard.
and I
I
came up
agree.
with a solution that I honestly.
Back there. Kojo biffed this one pretty hard.
Federal regulations
You
require me
hate to
to
see
warn
it.
you that this next
With how
test
close he
chamber
is.
is
Dane has
completely,
been booming recently,
That's right. The
he's
facility is
been
completely
real
operational again.
rusty. So, if there's ever a time to just beat Dane into submission, now would be the time. What is you're doing 2000
I've got a
13
surprise
routes
for
over
you
here?
after this
What in the
next
world are you? Not
test.
even you know
Not a
how this
fake,
route works,
tragic
dude. Come
surprise
on.
like last time.
Come on
A
now, Kojo.
real surprise.
You're better than
With
that.
tragic. What's going on?
Run! I don't need to do the voice. Run!
Dane on jailbreak. He's breaking the jails.
Come on! Come on!
Look at him hopping. Look at him go.
Come on! Come on!
Hey, you know, it's not gonna make the segmented run if you know what you know what I'm saying,
You
but
were almost at the last test.
Ooh. Yeah, he's going into escape. All right, while he goes into escape, I will be right back.
Come on! Come on! Ah! What's going on in there? You're okay? Great. This way. This way. Turret! Go! 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 There's the exit. We're almost out here. Hurry! Ah, brilliant! You made it through. Well done. Okay, follow me. We've still got work to do. At least you can't touch us back here.
Professional commentator, by the way, decided to make some lunch.
They say that the old
So lunch is acquired, boys. Dane is in Turret Factory. Kojo is in Turret Factory. This is a long map, though, so you know, don't read into it too much. You know, don't start reading things.
All of them functionally
Oh,
indistinguishable.
Dane, he's
Memory of the
going
incident.
for it, dude.
Nobody
He's
knows what those
really
is
going
when you
for
choose
it,
a story
you
quite
know.
like this. I almost got a job down here in manufacturing, but guess who the foreman went with?
Let's see what he
Only
does
an
here.
exact duplicate of
He's
himself.
just doing the lamest possible jump.
Job tending to all the smelly humans. That, oh, I'll tell you.
I don't know, dude. Those hops on the catwalk there, are pretty scary if you ask me. See Kojo here. Let's see what jump he does. I'm curious. Come on, Kojo. His had a little more beef to it, but unfortunately he beefed too hard, and he ended up beefing the trick. But you know, sometimes you gotta put some beef in there. Some beef stew, you know? Hopefully he also makes the... Yeah, he did. Cool. So this is definitely still anyone's game, because Dane still has 3 minutes to lose on propulsion intro. So this really could be anybody's game. He also goes for the turret, which I guess is more consistent. I guess he really doesn't want to, you know, chance anything.
Well, that should do it.
He's really like walking out of the room and walking back in, but you know, whatever it takes. Oh, Kojo hits it straight head on, you know.
Was there any sort of
So he's saving some time there.
like a buzzer or an alarm of some kind, or like
What's life without a little beef? Vegan, dude. Am I right?
Bring your daughter to
Woo.
work day. That did not end well.
See, he's being a little more
And
risky than
14
Dane is here.
potato batteries. Embarrassing. I mean, I realize they're
Okay.
children, but still, low hanging fruit.
See, I feel like people commit to the portaling too much, and they end up losing time. But you know. Also, Dane lets Wheatley through. Smart boy. It's going on Neurosabos. That's a good time for me to take some bites of food because this map is boring.
This is the neurotoxin generator. Bit bigger than I expected. Not going to be able to just, push it over. Have to apply. There's our handiwork. I shouldn't laugh, really. They do feel pain of a sort. It's all simulated, I'm afraid the door. What are you doing? You don't know what Hold on. Let's see. Do you smell neurotoxin? Hold on. The neurotoxin levels are going down. So whatever you do, hold on. Something's wrong. Neurotoxin. That did it. Yeah.
So Dane is like a firm map ahead now.
Leave me in. Don't press it.
Not so fast.
Stalemate resolved.
I said firm, but it was more like a loose map ahead. But yeah, he transitioned out right about the time Kojo entered, so. Dane on Underground now. These are movement-focused maps, so you would hope that Dane would have an advantage here. And he seems to be zooming. Let's see, he's gonna aim the shot, the long shot. Did he hit it? Nope. Re-aim, Dane, re-aim, there you go. Oh. Oh, Dane. Okay. Alright, he's basically done with the map. Let's watch Kojo now. He's definitely not moving as fast, you know. That's where you expect Dane to take his advantage. Oh, but Kojo hit the shot faster. So, and didn't like refunnel into the portal 7 times. Okay. Let's hope Dane doesn't beef. Come on, Dane. This looks like some beef right now. Oh, that's some big beef. Dan, you're not looking at the right spot, buddy. There you go. Alright, let's see. Let's see how Kojo handles this. This is how Kojo comes back right now, you know. Oh, dude, the chat's popping off right now. Nevin, Blender, Lathel, Zypa, Funk's back from whatever he was doing. Kojo is caught up to Dane. They're both beefing this. Actually, never mind. He's still like 10 seconds behind because he keeps mis-syncing. Hold on. Once they both finish this level, I will resync them. Dude, Dane, it's time to commit to missing this shot, buddy. Woo! Woo! Yeah, when Zype is telling you to do no reportal, that's when you know you gotta do no reportal. Kojo doing a button setup. When Dane looks back years from now and realizes that if he had just stopped going for reportal, he might have actually had a chance. Oh, wait, Kojo also goes for Cube Clip Senior? Both of these runners go for Cube Clip Senior and runs? Melon would be so proud, but also probably disappointed in the fact that they can't do it well. Assuming Dane goes for Dane, buddy, you really... Yeah. Yeah, you really hate to... I mean, to be fair, if he just decides not to do any cube clipping, then, you know, maybe he takes on Kojo. Let's see, Kojo's on like a... Let's see... 20-second lead here, so we'll add 20 seconds to Kojo. And we'll resync them real quick. Definition of insanity, Cave Johnson reportal. He seems to be committing to no cube clip though. So if he does that, he probably catches up here. Come on, Dane, shoot the shot. There you go, buddy. Yeah, he's just committing. This is smart. This is smart from Dane. Maybe he has the stream open, or maybe he tried to learn something. No, Kojo didn't crash. I'm trying to sync up the streams, and it's still like 20 seconds apart. I'm gonna pause him for 20 more seconds. Old route, old route. Alright, Kojo should pause again as I desperately attempt to resync the streams. Dane, shoot the shot, please. Dane, please, buddy.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me.
Okay, you know, they're more or less synced up. You know, it's close enough. You realize that I've had to do this entire stream solo, right? All the cropping, all the audio, all the everything. Hey, look, Kojo was like freaking out there, but he did it. So, don't freak out, buddy. You're like a map ahead of Dane at this point. And he hasn't even gotten a prop intro yet. Last time he lost like 2 minutes in prop intro. Okay, he's going for old Crazy Box. You know, you gotta respect the 2011 Crazy Box strafe, where you have to double jump it. But look, I respect it. I did it up until very recently.
If your part
when
of
Bets
control
yelled at
lose
me and
half
called
their
me an
seven,
idiot.
we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a
Ooh, he doesn't
postcard in
even
your skull,
straighten up the
most
portal.
likely
That's
for defense
confidence
only.
right there,
But
boys
if
and
it starts
girls.
vibrating and beeping during this next
Actually, he's
step,
in the lead.
let us know.
Let's
We
switch
can
these
do something
audios.
about this
Let's switch back to Kojo. You know,
Congratulations. The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means
his audio is much quieter. I'm gonna try and big up it here. Because you know, when it said like test audio levels, I didn't actually test the audio levels. I just said I did. So let's see if this fixes it actually.
say goodbye, Caroline. Greetings,
Yeah, it's
friends.
better,
I'm
right?
David Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might
Give
know
me
us
a
from
give me
Microsoft
a
Development in the
you know
1960s
a yay or nay in chat if that's a decent audio level. Thank you,
Testing area is
boys.
just up ahead. The quicker you get through, the
You
quicker
lads really be the finest.
Caroline, are the compensation vouchers ready?
Okay, Kojo's on Dane choke map right now. He's doing a setup too. Interesting. Oh, you hate to see that. None of these setups ever work. Prove me wrong.
War hero and or Olympic.
Never work first try, I should say. Alright, Dane, this is where you make up time or you lose the
If you're
race.
interested in an additional $60,
Please let it be
let them know. You could walk out of here with
the former. Because I would like to see this race continue. Ooh, that makes it. Yep, there he goes.
then put you back together. Good as
We're back in this, boys. We're back in this.
positions available.
Yeah, Kojo's like a map ahead almost. He's got faster loads than Dane by like a good margin, so I keep having to resync. But
For staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing, you've made some real contributions to society for a change, and for that,
thank you for
we want to
shouting out the
grateful.
tutorial.
If you had any
That's
belongings,
Bets' old setup, and he doesn't even use it.
newspapers and sticks cluttering
But it is really consistent.
welcome to
So
the enrichment center.
I wouldn't even call it a setup. Like when I think of setups, I think of like pre-hops and
Participation
stuff. Like
mandatory for all
there's no
employees.
pre-hop
The
there. You
quality
just
of our
circle jump.
test
You know,
subjects has
that's
risen dramatically.
essentially what you do in CM, except you kind of just redirect one hop. So it's not really a circle jump, but it feels more like CM than any of the other routes.
Told me we literally could not afford to buy $7 worth of
Okay.
moonbats, much less 70 million. Bought 'em anyway.
No Cave Johnson reportal choke. Nice, nice.
Life gives you lemons. Don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back.
I don't know what these hops are, but
I don't want your damn lemons. What am I supposed to do with these? Demand to see
alright.
life's manager. Make life
Let's see, Dane. Come on, buddy. You never miss these, right?
lemons. Do you know
You would never miss these in a run.
I'm the man who's gonna
He missed it in a run.
with the lemons? I'm gonna get my engineer.
Zaipe is speaking Yiddish in the chat. Dane is missing the reportal. And I am gonna take a bite of food.
That was right. Let's not take these lemons. We are going to march right back upstairs and make him put me back in my body. And he'll probably kill us because he's incredibly powerful and I have no plan. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. The odds are 1,000,000 to 1, and that's with some generous rounding. Still, though, let's get mad. If we're going to explode with some generous rounding. Still, though, let's get mad. If we're going to explode, let's at least some generous rounding. Still, though, let's get mad. If we're going to explode, let's at least explode some generous rounding. Still, though, let's get mad. If we're going to
Yeah,
explode,
Luke doesn't really have an accent,
with some dignity.
you know? He just has a way of speaking. He has a way with words. Zanera definitely has an accent. He's Swedish. Kojo taking a decent lead. He's 10 seconds ahead again, but Dane's 3 gels was good. So he's actually saved a lot of his time. Actually, if I apply 10 seconds of delay to Kojo again, I think Dane is in the lead. Is your girlfriend a 7-year-old funk no flame? Because his girlfriend was excited about cool terms like milkshake and funny accents. You know? Uh, woo!
For God's sake, your boxes! With
Look at that. They're like neck and
Seriously,
neck in the
for your only
test.
purpose.
This is
Taking
exciting,
onto
boys.
How can you not do the one
This is
thing
one of the
you
closest
do,
races we've
Warner?
had.
Boiling hot
Shout out to me figuring out all of the controls to speed gaming, which apparently I'm maybe not supposed to have access to, but do. So
You have no idea what
it's really helped revolutionize this stream.
I have to test all the time, or I get this itch. You know, it must be hardwired into the system or something.
Zype be like, my accent's so different from Zanera. They sound the exact same, dude. Don't even.
Oh,
They're the exact same accent.
oh, really good. Oh, here's an idea. Since making tests is so difficult, and
I'm Swedish A, and I'm Swedish B. We sound the exact same.
New tests. Gotta be some tests around here somewhere.
Oh my, look at that sink, dude. What? Look at that sink.
It's all right.
You guys see that sink?
I need some more tests.
Wow. Whoever's in charge of this race really deserves all the marbles. Ooh, Dane. Why did you shoot the funnel inside of the funnel? Seems like the least efficient way to do this.
Why don't you choose?
What are you going for segments or something, dude? No, just do it normally. Texas and New York have the same accent. Austin, Texas, and New York, it's, it's really, it's
Made this test myself.
It's water under a bridge, if you know what I'm saying. Also, crouch off that button, Kojo. Come on, buddy. This is day one stuff. Makes it like 8,000 times easier to grab.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I agree with Blender too. French accent is literally the worst accent. I think everybody can agree. Yeah, but Lowen isn't from France. Lowen's from Northern Africa, isn't he? He just speaks French. So it doesn't really count. Like, he's not French, he just speaks French. Oh, Kojo, that happened to me the other day, dude. It sucks. This map is bad. This map is so bad, Kojo. Believe me, buddy, I know. This is... believe me. Believe me, buddy, I know. This map is bad. Oh, but Dane soft-locked. Let's hope he has a save. He doesn't. Woo! You try and jump at the start, you try and taunt in the face of God, and he strikes you down with an iron fist. So Dane should have had like a giant lead, and now is more or less like 5 seconds ahead of Kojo. This race is so funny. I feel like both of the runners are watching the stream and trying to counter choke each other. Alright. I'm feeling pretty bored right now. I'm gonna switch audio to Dane, and I'm gonna eat some food real quick. You guys chat amongst yourselves.
Oh, what was that? There was nothing. There was nothing.
The body he's squatting in, my body, has a built-in euphoric.
Both players missed the throw.
If he's not getting his solution,
Hey, look, I have my food here. I just don't want to chew on the stream. Alright, that's the long and short of it. Top tier commentator, I agree. Taken out of context, that just sounds like you love my commentary, and I'm gonna take it.
Oh, sorry. Are you absolutely sure you're solving these?
Wow, that was a sketchy straight from Dane, but he makes it, so... Free portal from Kojo, I guess. You do it.
And you're picking all the worst ways.
I think he's getting desperate. This is not.
Have a brainwave. I'm going to tape you solving these, and then watch 10 at once. Get a more sort of concentrated burst of science. Oh, on a related note, I am going to need you to solve these 10 times as well.
Dane is doing what we call in the industry a bang magma, and not knowing where to shoot. There's a lot of things that Dane doesn't seem to know. But he goes for fast pipe, so he's saving some time over Kojo there. Or else they might have been in sync again.
This place is self-destructing, you idiot.
Was self-destructing, already fixed. Programmed in one last tremor for all time's sake. One or two more tremors in there just for fun.
Warning. Core over.
Alright, I let him keep his job. I'm not a monster. Ignore what he's saying then. Just keep on testing. My might as well, you know, give you the tour. To your left, you'll see some lights of some kind. Don't know what they do, but very sciencey anyway. And to your right, something huge. Are you all right back there? To your left, you'll see some lights of
Dane
some
missed
kind.
the
Don't know what they do,
maneuver.
but very sciencey anyway.
Kojo hits it
Right,
first try.
something-
Kojo takes the lead. Is he gonna use Dylan's setup? Dylan's setup is the best setup.
Yeah, just getting a
Any
test
differing
ready
opinions
for
will be
you.
completely
You've not tried it
disregarded.
before? No one?
And he hits it. That was the sketchiest thing I've ever seen in my life, and he somehow nails it. Dane also nails it.
Alright, he's not even trying to be subtle anymore. Or maybe he still is, in which case, well,
Only 3 more chambers to your big surprise. Oh, that's tiring.
What's truly baffling me is that Kojo doesn't have a quick load button and also is timing his loads.
going out of his mind.
I'll bet you
What in the
think
world is
you're
happening
dying
to
know
Kojo?
what your big surprise is. Well, only 2 more
What?
chambers.
I
Surprise!
have no idea what's going on right now. He's in like 12 different layers of SLA. What in the... Restart level, Kojo. You... Oh, man.
No,
If
no,
Kojo
no,
loses
no.
race
This
1
is the part where I
to
point you out.
this,
No, seriously, do come back. Please, come back,
that's gonna be
please.
so
Okay,
disappointing.
look, I've decided I'm not gonna kill you. Okay?
Alright,
If
Blender, you're in the
I'll
chat. Time to
just think back to the old
discover a
times, the
route
old
with
days when we
that.
were.
What is that? What was that
No,
crouch? Oh
no.
my goodness,
This
dude.
is the part. Where'd you go? No, seriously, do come back. Please, come back, please. Okay, look, I've decided I'm not gonna kill you. Okay?
Alright,
If
well.
Oh,
Woo!
just thinking back to the old times, the old days when we were. Oh, just thinking back to the old times.
Dane
The
could
old
miss
days
this
when we were
jump like
friends.
12
Don't we,
times in a
friends?
row if he really
Right,
wanted
Dennis?
to.
I can't help but notice.
If he wanted to even this back up.
Oh, I've got an idea. Yeah.
Neither runner flying off the cube. Non-optimal.
Did something break back there? Oh, did it kill you? That would be amazing.
So
if
Dane's
it
in a
killed
good
you.
lead now. Entirely because
Hello?
Kojo both timed
Yeah,
loads,
all right, no,
or
don't worry,
timed
I'll be back. If it's
menu
good,
time,
I'm gonna be back. Don't die until I get back.
and you know, just did something I've literally never seen before, and whatever that map is called. Is it repulsion polarity? I don't. Well, it's got some name like that. Nobody plays it. It's a terrible map. Terrible, terrible, awful map. Oh, Dane, buddy. Icarus flying too close to this. Oh, look at the save. Look at the save. Oh no! Load quick 01, Dane. Load quick 01 for all that is high and mighty. Dude, this is such a race, bro. What, Kojo, buddy? Did you not? This is not gonna work for you. How did that work for him? Actually wild. Look, I know Dane's choking, but he's not choking that bad. Wow, both these runners are on awful pace. I'm really hoping there's a game 2, because man. Are Funk throwing in his suggestion or his
Okay, I'll take that as a
estimate
go then.
for Dane's end? This is 37.58. Honestly, not a bad estimate with how bad these guys are playing right now. Both have been like in the red since like chapter 2. He misses moonshot to make this prediction accurate. That's not a bad estimate. You think Dane knows moonshot? Everybody likes revenge. Alright, we're gonna let this play out, see if Dane chokes.
I'm delivering the first core up near the catwalk. Grab it and attach it to it.
Warning. Core corruption at 50%.
What happened?
Okay, great. Here comes another core.
Quick, what's the situation? Oh,
Warning. Core corruption at 75%.
Here's another core. This one should do it.
The Schrodinger's cat paradox outlines a situation in which a cat in a box must be considered, for all intents and purposes, simultaneously alive.
Warning. Core corruption at 100%.
You have been a thorn in my side long enough.
Stalemate Resolution Associate. Please press the Stalemate Resolution button.
Go press the button. Go press
Do
it.
not press that button. R5! Booby trap the stalemate button. What? Are you still alive? You are just...
Well, he missed Moonshot Funk Pie, but you were off by, you know, a couple seconds. 11, I think? Wait, hold on. I can't do math. 9 seconds? Something, 19? Oh. Would you believe me if I told you I passed Honors Calculus 2 with an A? I wouldn't believe me. Did Kojo... Oh. Wow, they both finished. I looked away for like half a second. They were both done. Wow. That was a close race. I'm gonna zero out both of their syncs, which probably wasn't the best idea, like right during the credits, but you know. Look at me. Slightly ahead,
In 3,
but
2,
you know.
1.
But Kojo has faster loads, so I'm expecting that's gonna change real fast. So I'm just gonna not touch it this time.
Even in a dire emergency. If cube and button-based testing caused this
Dane
emergency,
goes a little too fast to the elevator. Bonks like 30 different things, but he was somehow green on like a 1690. Maybe he's comparing against last run. I don't know.
apply immediate pressure to your temples. You are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the material emancipation.
This will be interesting because both runners had quite a few mistakes the first game. That might have been an understatement. They had a lot of mistakes.
Good.
So we'll have to see what happens this game, you know?
Currently experiencing your test environment.
We'll have to see if Dane loses 2 minutes on Gabe Johnson. We'll have to see if Kojo loses a minute and a half on Repulsion Player, you know? All these questions are up in the air. We really don't know. We know that Dane is like 4 seconds ahead right now. Okay. His portal guns have been pretty clean, you know? I know Zypa didn't see the first one, but, you know, he wouldn't have been impressed, but he wouldn't have been disappointed. That's all I gotta say to that. Kojo seems very used to full game, where you can just walk through the whole thing and still not be late.
To help you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed.
Alright,
in
alright.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, Dane.
You have trapped yourself. Congratulations.
Oh, that's really
The
unfortunate
door
from
is now
Kojo.
open.
He got a really bad cube. Oh, and he didn't place the portal. Oh, and he's going rogue, boys. There it is.
If the enrichment center is currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space, please avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever a lack of
Dane, missing the cube. You hate to see it.
does not. Well done. The enrichment center reminds you
Misses the
almost
cube
certain
2
sensors
races in a
know
row on the button.
you are not alone.
This isn't challenge mode. You don't have to drop it as soon as possible. You can take your time with it. Take your sweet.
This
Oh,
next test applies
Kojo.
the principles of momentum to movement through
Catching
portals.
up,
If the
my
laws of
dudes.
physics no longer apply in the future, God help you. If you are a
You know, you
non-employee,
give an
let the
inch,
scientists
Kojo takes a
celebrate
mile.
the ruins of
That's
civilization.
what I'm gonna say about it.
And remember, testing
But
is
he does the
efficient,
exact same
and
thing
the
he did
future
last time and
starts
misses the
with
cube
you.
on Future Starter.
Good work getting this far, future starter. That said,
Okay.
if you are simple-minded, bold,
Old
or
or irradiated in such a way that the future
to
should
ensure
not
that
start with you.
sufficient power remains for core testing
But
protocols,
dude, Kojo lands
all
right in the
interfaces have
elevator,
been
dude.
disabled. The Enrichment
He's
Center
like 2
respects
seconds
your right
behind
to have
still.
questions or concerns about this policy.
This is still anyone's game. And while you guys think about how it's anybody's game, I'm gonna take some sips of water because I'm thirsty for my lunch.
Here we are, the incinerator room.
Um,
Not to trip over any parts.
they're both on incinerator.
Get completely burned when you threw them down. There it
Oh,
is.
Dane adopted
One step
Kojo's
forward,
route, but just
you add a dual
inversely,
portal device.
which I think is
There.
worse. But you know, whatever. Melon asked, "What should I have for lunch?" Melon. You should eat a melon. What in the world are the French people writing in chat?
Sorry about the mess. I've really let the place.
I don't even
down
want to
since
try
the
and
tournament.
pronounce this because I'm
Oh,
gonna get
not
yelled
bad.
at.
I forgot how good you are at this. You should pace yourself, though.
It sounds like some sort of fancy French pasta.
This next test involves
That's all I can say
discouragement
about that.
redirection cubes. I just finished
Dane is
building
a
them
couple
before
seconds
you got
ahead.
here. Well
Again, it
done.
has a pretty
Here
decent
come
laser
your test
stairs.
results. You are a horrible person. Don't let that horrible person thing discourage you.
I'm gonna Google
It's
how to
just a data
pronounce
point.
that, and then I'm gonna
If it makes
pronounce
you
it.
feel any better, science has now validated your birth mother. Congratulations. Not on the test. Most people emerge from suspension.
Raclette is apparently how you pronounce
One
that.
moment.
A Swiss dish of melted cheese, typically eaten with
So
potatoes,
feel free to slow down and do whatever it is.
and then reblochon, which is a kind of soft French cheese made originally and chiefly in Savoy.
You don't have to go.
Okay. Ah, and that's French for yum.
This next test involves
Uh,
the science area
no definition found for that
An
one.
initiative to investigate how well test subjects could solve problems when they were
These are all
categorized.
Savoyan dishes. Is that how you say it, Savoyan?
They could not. Good luck. Here's an interesting
I love the multilingual flair you bring to speed gaming. Thank you. I'm really trying to, you know, Blender's my favorite French person, so I'm trying to throw him a bone here. I'm trying to, you know,
Have fun soaring
be
through
accepting
the
of
air
the
without a
French
care in the
people,
world. I have to go to the wing that was made entirely of
because I don't think
glass
Glowen
and
counts as
16
French.
acres of broken glass by myself.
Savoyard.
Oh, sorry. I'm still cleaning out the test chambers. So sometimes
I feel like
there's
Americans
trash
just
in
put
them,
like
standing around,
ands at the end of
smelling and being
everything.
useless.
Oh, you're
Try
from
to
Texas.
avoid
You're a
the garbage
Texan.
coming towards you.
You're a
Remember
Texan.
before when I was talking about smelly garbage standing around
I
being
guess that
useless?
actually doesn't apply all that uniformly.
Did you
You're not a
know
New
you have a
Yorkan.
guilty conscience if you're
you're a New
about
Yorker.
loud noise?
Let's see what else. You know, I think they call them Wisconsinites if you're from Wisconsin.
Anyway, just an interesting science
Ooh,
fact.
Dane with the good pit
Every test
flings.
chamber is
Hey,
equipped with an
respect.
emancipation grill at its exit, so that test subjects
He's happy about that one. I tell you what. Kojo has a not great pit flings, but it's a better pit flings than
This next test
his
involves
last pit flings.
emancipation grills. Remember, I told you about them in the last test area that did not have one.
Kojo goes for the slightly faster strat, but when executed poorly, it loses quite a bit of time over the slower strat. Oh, Dane was just absolutely hopping there. Oh, he's going for it, dude. Oh, no, he doesn't. Never mind. I thought he was gonna go for it, but he doesn't. I like his safe strat here, though. Good idea. Nobody should do fast strat unless you're like 100% consistent at it. And there's like 3 people who are, so. Oh, Kojo, you gotta hit the button, buddy.
Enjoy this next test. I'm going to go to the surface. It's a
That's a
beautiful
day
day
one
out.
mistake right there.
Let's
Did he
forget
get
the
funneled into that
summer here.
orange portal like
If you
super
fault this
hard or
next
something?
test,
What in the world?
maybe I'll let you ride an elevator
Okay, it seems
all
like
the
he's
way
not
up to the
comfortable with
break
this
room.
reportal. I don't know why he keeps
And I'll
attempting
tell
it.
you about the time I saw a deer again.
Okay, Dane gets a panel fling
Well, you passed the
and straight through
test.
the door. Wow,
I didn't
he's
say
happy with that one. I tell you what. Dane feeling a lot more confident going into game 2, you know? Kojo's making a lot of the same mistakes that he made
these
game 1.
bridges are made from
Dane's making none of
natural
them.
mud that I pump
He said, I
into
don't
the
want none yet.
surface. If you rubbed your cheek on one, it would be like standing outside with the sun shining on your face.
He hopped on that way too
It would
early.
also set your hair on fire, so don't actually do it. Excellent. You're a predator, and these tests are your prey. Speaking of which,
Kojo recovers it decently, but
good
misses the
news.
throw and ends
I
up losing
figured
time
out what
because
to
of
do
it.
with all the money I
This
saved
man's never
recycling your
ground for
one
a
room full of hair. When you
16
die,
before, I can
I'm going
tell.
to laminate your skeleton and pose you in the lobby. That way future generations can learn from you how not to have your unfortunate bone structure. Well done. In fact, you did so well, I'm going to note this on your file in the commendation section.
He's still messing it up. I restart my whole
This
stream and he's
next
still
test
messing it
involves
up.
turrets. You remember them, right? They're the pale
Wait,
spherical things
now he's
that
on
are full
turret
of
intro.
bullets. Oh wait, that's you
Okay,
in 5 seconds.
interesting.
Good luck.
My bad. Apparently I was quite a bit behind. But Kojo here. Kojo's on Bridge the Gap. He's got a chance to make up for some lost time here. He does not. Okay. He's going in real low to this portal.
Testing cycle. I simulate daylight at all hours and add adrenal
Okay.
vapor to your oxygen supply. So you
A
may
little
be
bit
confused
risque
about
there.
passage of time. The point is, yesterday was your birthday. I thought you'd want to.
So he's like 2 maps behind Dane at
That
this point.
jumpsuit you're wearing looks stupid. That's not me talking.
You don't like to see
It's
that.
right here in your file. On other people it looks fine. But right
You can make
there,
up that
a
time for
scientist
sure,
has noted
especially if
that
Dane
I'm
doesn't
going
play
to look
well like
stupid.
later in the game, but you don't like
What
to
does
see
an
it this early,
expert
you know?
old engineer know about fashion? He probably... Oh, I'm going through the list of test subjects in cryogenic storage. I have a surprise waiting for you after this next test. Telling you would spoil the surprise. So I'll just give you a hint. It involves meeting 2 people you haven't seen in a long time. It says this next test was designed by one of Aperture's Nobel Prize winners. It doesn't say what the prize was for. Well, I know it wasn't for being immune to neurotoxin. I bet you think I forgot about your surprise. I didn't. In fact, we're headed to your I made it all up. Surprise. Oh, come on. If it makes you feel any better, they abandoned you at birth. So I very seriously doubt they'd even want to see you. Well, you know the old formula. Comedy equals tragedy plus time. And you have been asleep for a while, so I guess it's actually pretty funny when you do the math. I thought about our dilemma, and I came up with a solution that I honestly think. Federal regulations require me to warn you that this next test chamber is looking pretty.
Dude, Kojo's just having unfortunate event after unfortunate event, honestly. This game's just been a series of unfortunate events for him. He's like 2 maps behind still, after Dane choked all that time.
I've got a surprise for you after this next test. Not a fake, tragic surprise like last time. A real surprise with tragic. What's going on?
Run! I don't need to do the voice. Run! Run! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on!
You really hate to see this from Kojo, dude.
Run! For goodness sake!
Oh, okay. Okay, he didn't okay,
You
there
were
we go.
almost at the last test.
I mean, nobody wants to see a not close race between 2 players with such, you know, close proficiency at P2SM.
Come on!
But you're starting to see the rust fall off of Dane as he enters the second match. You know, he's still got some. He's still, you know, that laser versus turret was something to be ashamed of, you know, but as the rust starts to wear off, and Kojo's rust is still heavily coated. It's real thick on there, you know. Oh. See, you can't be doing stuff like that. You know not to shoot that low. Everybody knows not to shoot that low. Why would you ever shoot that low? Unless you just didn't want to land it, you know?
Follow me. We've still got work to do.
There's no reason to shoot that. There's literally zero reason to shoot that low.
Ooh,
Never.
it's dark down here, isn't it?
You could make a bad argument for it being a flex to shoot that low, but that's the best you can do.
Chopped up his entire
Also,
setup.
Dane, not thinking about the streamers and just thinking about himself with his fancy monitor and his, you know, high towers, no mad ambient light. Like, all right, buddy, doesn't look great over here, but you know, I'm sure you don't care with your, you know, silver forks and. Ooh, Kojo just walking off the side of the railing. Kojo, brother, please.
Giving me the worst possible, tending to all the smelly humans. I'll tell you. Humans? Oh, love them. Just the way they look. It's great. And they're right. Well, I'm gonna take this.
So Dane is finishing one of the longest maps on the game right when Kojo is entering it, so you know, not a great omen. There's still plenty of room for Dane to fall behind here, but
Oh, thank God. You saved my bacon, pal. Where we go? Is this a jailbreak? Can't say a thing.
Follow me. You're gonna love this. Ta-da! Only the turret control center. Well, that should do it.
Template missing. Continuing.
What are you? This door's actually pretty complicated. How long's the door been open? I mean, was there any sort of announcement before it opened, like a buzzer or an alarm of some kind, or like a hacker alert? I mean, you know, fair enough. The important thing is it's open. But bring your daughter to work day. That did not end well. And 40 potato batteries. Embarrassing. I mean, I realize they're children, but still, you know, low-hanging fruit and all that. Fairly science, really. I'm pretty sure we're going the right way. Don't worry, I'm absolutely guaranteeing you 100% that it's this way. Okay, let's try this way. All right, now, she can't use a tongue. Ha! I knew we were going the right way. This is the neurotoxin generator. Bit bigger than I expected. Not going to be able to just, push it over. Have to apply some There's our handiwork. I shouldn't laugh, really. They do feel pain, of a sort. It's all simulated, I'm afraid it's... What are you doing? We don't know what that button... Well done. Let's see. Do you smell neurotoxin? Hold on, the neurotoxin levels are going down. So, hold on, something's wrong. Neurotoxin, that did it. Neurotoxin at 0%. Gah! Leave me in. Go press it.
Don't. Not so fast.
Here we go.
Stalemate resolved.
Ah!
Hands off me. No. Stop. No. No.
All right, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told. The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too. Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion. All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping. Because that's not part of the test. That's a... Ha! I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive. Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity. Now, if you're part of Control Group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get... If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalk between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like it's just about why. It's about why not? Why is so much... Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. as you keep yourself in top physical form, there will always be a limo waiting for you. Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the... The testing area is just up ahead. The quicker you get through, the quicker you'll get your $60. Carolyn, are the compensation vouchers ready?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
Great job, astronaut, war hero, and/or Olympian.
Alright, the commentary can finally resume. Sorry about that, everybody. We had some technical difficulties over here in the kitchen that I have to commentate this race in. So, Dane is still just holding a healthy lead. Kojo once again went for Cube Club Senior for some unknown reason that will never be clear to me. Dane hit first try Cave Johnson, which was cool, considering he missed it for like 30 minutes straight last game.
Staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing, you've made some real contributions to society for a change, and for that, humanity is grateful. If you had any belongings, please pick them up.
So he's honestly got a super healthy lead compared to last game.
Welcome to the enrichment center. Since making test participation mandatory for all employees, the quality of our test subjects has risen dramatically. Employee retention, however, has not. As a result,
Yeah, there's not too much I can do about that, unfortunately. I mean, I can turn their audio down a little bit, but I don't think I can actually turn mine up. I'm not sure, at least.
$7 worth of moon rocks, much less 70 million. Bought 'em anyway. Buy $7 worth of moon rocks, much less 70 million. Bought 'em anyway. Round 'em up, mixed 'em into a gel. Guess what? Round up moon rocks are when life gives you lemons.
I think Dane missed reportal there once. I didn't see exactly, but it's a little tough to tell. But either way, he's just, you know, he's not losing much time here. So he's actually ahead of his PB, I think, by a good margin here. Sure, I could check the stream and see exactly how much, but I don't want to curse his run. Oh, never mind. He's actually negative right now. I lied. But he's not too negative that he can't recover this, whereas Kojo is so hard in the negative, and he's still doing this awful lineup for some reason. They missed stock launch, I think. Unfortunate. Did he at least make a save? Yeah, he did, okay. Kojo missing prop flings like twice now. Unfortunate. There he goes. So Kojo's like the better half of this chapter behind at this point. So like it would take an astronomical amount of throwing from Dane to lose this one at this point.
It's literally your only purpose. Walking onto buttons. How can you not do the one warmer, boiling hot, okay, colder, ice cold. You're Arctic now. You're very cold, very, very, very cold. Look, just get on the.
So unfortunately, when I returned, there wasn't much to calm over because Dane is so far in the lead.
I have to test all the time, or I get this.
He is just hitting every single corner on tests, but you know, that's gonna make or break his PB, not make or break the race. Just like him missing that jump there. Oh yeah, he's just really shooting his PB in the foot here, but not really doing much to affect the race probably as a whole. As Kojo is still like 2 of the longest maps in the game behind.
New tests. Gotta be some tests around here somewhere.
It shouldn't be hard to stay alive long enough to find him.
It's alright. Everything's good. I just invented some more tests.
Let's see if he does his awful funnel intro route again. He does. And it doesn't work again for him. really starting to think that this route is awful and he shouldn't do it.
Look at the word test there on
But
the
who
wall.
am I
That's
to
how you get
judge? Only the person who's seen him mess it up like 4 times.
Oh, wow. Well done. Seriously.
Kojo
What do you
resets on 3 gels, it looks like.
I'd love to help you solve the test.
Oh, he's just not strafing hard enough for his not great gel. There he goes. Oh, and he's okay. Strafing right into a catwalk. You really hate to see it.
Oh, yes. Well done.
Dane gets ceiling buttoned.
All we had to do was pull that lever.
There's always something that goes wrong in ceiling button. What a terrible map.
I thought of some good news. He's going to run out of test chambers eventually. I never stopped.
I'm coming, coming. Don't start yet, don't start yet. You are not going to believe this. I found a sealed off wing. Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers just sitting there, filled with skeletons.
I don't really like the route Dane uses here. Not a big fan of it, to be honest. What makes the pipe bouncy? So it's a blue gel pipe. It's a repulsion pipe. And for some reason the devs put blue gel inside of the blue gel pipe. So you just sort of hold W and you keep bouncing off of it back into the other tube and then back into it again and back into it again, and you just sort of bounce higher and higher and higher. Because I don't know, the devs thought it'd be cute to put blue gel in the blue gel pipe, and you can actually hit it for some reason. It's kind of weird. It's only the blue gel pipe.
Oh, sorry. I hope that didn't disturb you too much.
Dane going
It
for
was the
portal
sound of
cut here.
pages being turned. So that's just what I was doing.
He's not been good at portal cut
Really,
recently for somebody with such a good time on this
don't know if
map.
I'm moron. Anyway, just finish the last one. Just now, the hardest one, Machiavelli. Do not know what all the fuss was about. Oh, what was that?
Oh,
That was nothing.
he hits the cube, but not really well. Well, at least he's not Kojo, who just missed the platform entirely on test. Man,
Don't mind me. Just moving the old test
hate to
chamber
see it.
closer
Oh,
to me.
alright, Dane. It looks like Dane has crashed. So we will probably get to that on prop catch? I'm trying to, I'm still behind, so I have no idea where he's crashed. But if Dane is here, time your demos and load a save, maybe.
You're solving these correctly. I mean, yes, you solved it, but I'm wondering if maybe there's a number of ways to solve them, and you're picking all the worst ways. No, that was.
Some bad luck for Dane. Crashing again. He seems to crash a lot in this game, huh?
Have a brainwave. I'm going to tape you solving these, and then watch 10 and.
Oh. Yeah, there's the crash. That's a new one. I have no idea what causes that one. Alright, boys. Dane will try and fix his stream. Keep in mind he's still quite a bit ahead of Kojo, assuming he's able to restart and get back into it. He should be able to add, if he times his demos and adds in the ticks to the offset of his timer, he should be able to resume as normal. Or he can just add the difference. We'll see what he elects to do. It looks like he's just going to load and auto start and maybe add the time difference, which is not the most elegant solution, but what are you going to do? Like, honestly, if he just loads the map brand new, he's probably going to be okay. Kojo having trouble on wall button again. Okay, Dane's timer is maybe his start timer is running, but his in-game timer is not running. So it looks like we're gonna have to wait for a demo timer at the end to see exactly how fast or slow his run is. Ooh, you don't like to see that. And you don't like to see Kojo over strafe and fly off into the corner of the map. So, unfortunately, Dane crashed, but he will probably be able to give us a time with demos. Although he might be overriding the demos, I'm hoping he just didn't do this in the least smart way possible, which is there's always a chance. There's always a chance that precautions weren't taken, and that he just started recording over the demos he already had. and he won't be able to time it correctly, and he'll have to forfeit to Kojo because he didn't time it correctly. Or maybe Kojo will forfeit depending on how it goes. Who knows? We'll see here. Maybe we have to do a game 3. But it looks like Dane missed this route. For those who don't know, there's a fade out trigger that doesn't actually kill you there, and we sort of just like muscle memory through it to save like a tiny bit of time. So okay, Dane hits prop catch first try. You like to see it, you like to see it. Kojo going into Laser Cat, hopefully he doesn't crash. I've never seen anybody crash on Laser Catapult before, so very interesting. Okay. Alright, Dane going into Finale 1. I really wish he could just, like, recover from crashes correctly, but he never likes to. So it's not too hard. It's slightly time consuming. You know, you have to load your demos into a demo timer, get the number of ticks, write it down, add it to your SAR timer offset. It's a little annoying, to be fair, but oh, Kojo shoots the wrong portal. Can't wait for him not to be able to go through the portal for like 8 years. Okay, there he goes. He recovers that quickly, but you never want to shoot that portal, man. Never. What? Okay, Dane accidentally hit a give bind. It's not going to help him here, so hopefully that doesn't invalidate his run. That's pretty funny. Shout out to Nex in the chat. Woo! Dane actually monkey mode. Yeah, he sure isn't doing what I would call efficient gaming right now. Kojo's messing up. See, I was saying earlier that I don't like the way that he does prop catch. And this is why I don't like the way that he does prop catch. There's a video in the Portal 2 Discord server in resources where Dylan explains how to do this route consistently, and it's great. It's a great video. I would highly recommend it. I have not missed the trick since learning it from him. That's a lie. I have missed it, but we're gonna pretend I haven't, so that this doesn't end up being you. Dun dun dun. And he misses it again. We're gonna switch to Dane's audio since he's back from the dead. I really do think he overrid his demos, and we're gonna have to run. And I can't wait.
Okay, I'll take that as a no then.
Okay. You know, considering he's like 3 of the longer levels in the game ahead of Kojo, even with the crash, I feel like it's really safe to assume that he's gonna win this regardless. Even though he crashed and hit give and might have mistimed his whole run, you know, it's still looking pretty likely that he takes the cake on this one. I can't wait to see how he times this run. Because he doesn't have his SAR SR head on. So I can't tell if he actually added it. Maybe it didn't reset with wood. I guess live split wouldn't matter. Who knows? Who knows? Kojo missing the Finale 1 funnel. Did he turn funneling back on? Who knows?
Quick, what's the situation? Oh.
Also realized that Dane lost his portal gun, I guess, when he, at some point, maybe when he reset, I don't know, I don't even know how I spawned a ball. One of the ENT create commands, I think, maybe.
Dreams are
I don't
just
think you actually. I think that's the whole issue with like the give commands is that you don't actually need cheats for them, right?
You have been a thorn in my side.
I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Stalemate resolution
I'm
is
pretty sure that's why they were so
complete.
controversial, is because people could just use them without SV cheats being on. Yeah.
The stalemate button. What?
So
Are you still
hopefully Dane will
alive?
figure out how to time his
You are
run
talking. You're
because he didn't
trying
add a
to
SAR
talk.
offset, and I'm pretty sure he overrid his demo recordings. Hopefully he didn't. I mean, he's talking like he didn't overwrite his demo recordings, so we'll see. I guess I can't really pronounce this race won or lost. I mean, he can look at where his timer was when he crashed, and then add the new demos to that if he doesn't have all of his demos, which would be unfortunate. Cojo has the world's slowest slow fly. Oh no. Dane with literally the worst possible timing. If only somebody had tried to warn him when he joined the stream. What are you gonna do? So I guess he has to compare the time that he was at in game before the crash, and then add the time of the demos to that, and then you have to do math with a rollover point of 60 for minutes, but not 60 for milliseconds. And then yeah, there's just no fun way to do time addition because milliseconds go to 100, minutes go to 60, hours have no cap. Unless you transition to days, in which case it's 24. There's just like no good timing standard, you know? Cojo goes for Bomb Preserve for some reason. You can tell this guy's a full game runner. Am I right? By the time Kojo finishes this game, Dane probably still won't have his his timer done.
Quick, what's the situation?
It literally as long as he's able to just like time his run, I see literally no way Kojo wins here because his run is somehow worse than his first run, which was already really bad. What in the world was his plan there? Why did he stand under Wheatley to get the... Bro, what are you doing? Please. No, you got it. Okay. You don't need to do the refling, really.
Invented the theory of radioactivity. The treatment
But,
of
you know,
radioactivity
whatever.
or dying of radioactivity.
This is just sad, really. I hate to see it. Oh, I have Portal 2 Discord muted. Maybe Dane actually posted his time. Wait, okay, 28, 48, 58. Or no, 28, 30, 28, 45, 58 after crash. 5 minutes, 36 seconds, 18 after. We could probably just round that up to like 36 something. Is what it sounds like. If we just round both of those numbers, if we just do 39 plus 6, then it's still faster, basically. Or 29 plus 6. I think basically no matter which way the tables turn here, I'm pretty sure Dane won that one by like 2 minutes. So I think we're gonna call it. Dane's trying to add up the time, but I've done the quick maths, and I'm pretty sure Dane won. So I will call that a +1 for Dane. Done. Call that a done for Kojo, and they should be able to join me for comms real quick. They should get the invite in a second. We'll do a little post-game inties. They should both have the message by now, probably, maybe. We'll see. Maybe. They're both labeled as done. So I would assume that they have the invites. Oh, Dane is here. Okay.
Hello?
Hey, Dane, welcome.
Hey, bro.
Nice crash, dude.
Yeah, my final time, if I'm not adding it wrong, should be 34, 21, 76. So I kind of popped off.
Yeah, that sounds close. I just like literally rounded up and you still were winning, so.
Yeah, I won. I PB'd by almost a minute again, so.
Nice. Yeah, you definitely didn't PB the first race.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, welcome.
I'm blaming it
Kojo.
on the new mouse. My skates on my other one, it's down to the adhesive, so it just catches on everything.
Yeah, I'm using our friend's old G502, and it's very uncomfortable, and I don't like it. So I'm waiting for my new mouse to come in the mail.
I just need my
Kojo,
skates to come. Hey, Kojo.
how do you feel
Hello.
about the race?
Well, I didn't play so well, but I had a good time.
Yeah, it was. Both games had a lot of chokes on either end. It was very fun to watch because you'd be like, "Oh no, Dane." So the second race was a little more crashy, a little less close because Dane actually you went from a 37 to a 34, so it was a little less interesting. But
Yeah, and on finale 1, I didn't mean to spawn that ball.
If anything, it slowed you down.
I know.
Wait, what'd you do?
So
I guess I have X bound to spawn a sphere, and I hit that on accident, and it just kind of popped on the catwalk, and I didn't understand why.
Yeah, because unlike in challenge mode, those ENT create binds are not cheat protected in full game.
It's so weird. I would think they were.
So he missed the strafe into the portal at the end of finale 1 and had to go back on the catwalk to do it. And so he ran into the sphere that time. And he was like throwing it.
Well, it could have been worse, I guess. It could have been an airboat.
Yeah, true. You could have airboated. That wouldn't have been fun.
Yeah. Also, if there's portal scientists out there can tell me what happened in repulsion polarity my first time around.
Yeah,
that'd be really cool.
Check the Portal 2 routing channel because they're kind of going crazy with it right now. They're trying to figure out what happened. Yeah, the Percy and Blender have been in there for the last 30 minutes, just throwing around.
Oh yeah, I see.
And stuff. So
wow,
yeah, he was randomly popping out of the map. I think you messed up the crouch fly and tried to reload a save and ended up clipping through the top of the map or something.
Yeah, I don't know. The save was in the funnel, so I would imagine that maybe had something to do with it.
I think you were in between portals.
Yeah,
maybe that's it.
They're sharing old 2011 videos and stuff, and they're going wild with it. So maybe a new terrible route is gonna happen soon. But I think that's it for the race, unless anybody else has anything to say.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, Dane, do you know? Let's see. Can we check the bracket here real quick? I don't have it open.
Zype.
Oh, you're going against Zype. Oh, that's a fun one.
Yes, sir.
Kojo. Let's see who Kojo is going against.
I don't even know.
If I can open the bracket, I will.
Is it Jack?
Maybe. I don't know. I actually can't tell where the loser is going here. Where's 12? Oh, wait.
So we just did 28.
Yeah, it's the 28.
So I'm going against Richard.
Oh, interesting. He is 34th seed, so you probably shouldn't have a massive upset there. You know, you should probably take that match, I would think.
Well, you never know. After after today.
I guess you never know. And then after that, it looks like it's Jack. So, all right. Anything else from you guys?
I don't think so.
No, I love you all.
All right. I'm sure once the stream starts, we'll host another Speed Gaming. So go watch something. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We got more races coming soon. See ya.
Bye.
Later.